Hey, and welcome to Gleaning the Scriptures. Thanks for clicking on my video. I sure do appreciate it. Hope you're going to enjoy this teaching. How is a leper, a centurion soldier's servant, and Peter's mother-in-law all connected to each other? How is somebody having leprosy connected to somebody who's paralyzed? How is somebody who's sick in bed with a fever connected to somebody who's paralyzed? In this video, we're going to explore those things, and we're also going to show Yeshua's obedience not to the religious leadership at the time, those pesky Pharisees and those wicked priests, but his obedience to the Father. Why? Because the Father is good. Hallelujah to that. Yeshua's disciple Matthew records 3 major healings in Matthew chapter 8. He recounts the stories of these. Storytelling is a powerful way to teach. That's why the Bible is written in stories. And we're about to use those stories for their intended purpose. To begin with, in Matthew chapter 8, we hear about a leper that was cleansed. And behold, a leper came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Then Yeshua put out his hand and touched him, saying, I am willing. Be cleansed. Immediately, his leprosy was cleansed. Now this part here is very important. And Yeshua said to him, see that you tell no one, but go your way, show yourself to the priest, and offer the sacrifice that Moses commanded as a testimony to them. You see, what Yeshua wanted for the leper and what the leper wanted are one and the same: cleansing. But then Yeshua, he requires something of him, and this is from Leviticus chapter 14. This is a Torah law, this is a Torah command, and Yeshua commanded that he keep the Torah. In Leviticus 14 it said to cleanse the leper in a particular way. This teaches us one point for the good guys, that Yeshua does in fact keep Torah. Was he doing it to humor the leaders? No, that argument quickly falls apart, because we know that the leaders could care less about whether or not the people who were being cleansed were coming to them to keep the law of Moses. They honestly could care less, couldn't care less. They obviously cared a great deal, but in a negative way, about all these people that were being cleansed. They cared more about the laws that they had constructed around Torah. Moving forward, how are these 2 healings connected? We have a centurion. His job is to oppress Israel. He's killing and destroying Yeshua's brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, cousins and loved ones and friends. And he comes to Yeshua and says, my servant is paralyzed. Will you heal him? The leper is one of Yeshua's people, most likely an Israelite, who's supposed to be nested deeply within his family, his community, his nation, providing godly support to them. But instead of doing that, he's a leper, cast out of society, having to scream out to everyone, stay away from me, I'm constantly unclean, everywhere he goes. That's unfortunate. He was proverbially paralyzed. Here, the centurion's servant was literally paralyzed. And Yeshua healed him. But not before the centurion recognized how much he was asking of Yeshua. The way that he put it was, Lord, I am not worthy that you would come under my roof. But I know that if you say the word, my servant will be healed. And Yeshua healed that man. Next we have Peter, a man who is nested within the Israelite community, and his mother serving Yeshua. Why was she serving Yeshua? Because she had the health and vitality to do so. How did she get that health and vitality? Well, previously she had a fever that put her in bed and made her proverbially paralyzed. But Yeshua came to Peter's house, and not his mother, but his mother-in-law, healed his mother-in-law, and she got up and served Yeshua. The result? Her beloved son-in-law became one of the greatest disciples who has ever lived. The Father bless and guide you today. Help you to anchor your thoughts on these meditations and to bless the Lord in your heart. Serve Him with everything you have. Go forth and make disciples of men. Hallelujah and shalom. Shalom, my friend, and thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, maybe click one of the videos that are popping up on the screen. And if you think that one of your friends would benefit from this video the same as you have, consider copying the link and sending it to them as a text message. I'm sure they will be blessed by it, just as you have. Shalom, me homies.